Hi, welcome back to One Word a Day. My name is Sophie. I'm your guide into the world of Chinese. What I do here is to show you one expression, Chinese expression a day, starting with reviewing of what we learned yesterday. This is my 28th episode, almost a month, doing there a daily release. And of course, I pre-recorded everything, trying to be on time. So yesterday we learned 经纬纵横. So just two ways of talking about the directions. You know, when we as a viewer to see the directions of the world. So either it goes further away from you or parallel to you. So this is like if you're on the ground, right? This is 经纬. So 经 is like away from you, 纬 is like this. And we also use this phrase to describe latitude and longitude. 纵横 simply, 纵 is like upward, perpendicular to the ground, and 横 is like horizontal. So we have this very useful expression. Now we have 横 carry over in a new phrase today. 尸横遍野. It's a pretty bloody battlefield scenery. I mean, up to this point, almost all the messages, language, expressions that I've shown you in Chinese are pretty upbeat. It's kind of more civilized, so to speak. But this is the life in its wartime expression. And we do have this expression in our language, and it does happen. It did happen in history, right? A lot of times. So we use the expression to describe the battlefield, the bodies, the dead bodies are piling up, spread out in the field. It's a horrifying scenery. Okay, so one by one, 尸横遍野. 尸 simply means corpse or dead body. It came from the visual, the image of 尸. So probably this is the head. This is the unmoving body, like straight, like just there's nothing going on. There's no hand or legs, just one stick, horizontal. Well, may not be horizontal, but depends on how it like there, but it's a lifeless body, human body. Well, it could be animals as well. Now think about it. So this simply means, you know, the body that used to live, but it's gone now. 尸, 横, we had it before, it's horizontal. And we use this horizontal meaning to mean now it's flat. It's not upward anymore. It's on the ground, laying flat. So it's another expression to say, okay, the corpse laying flat. 遍野. So this is a horrifying part coming in. 遍. The word the meaning maker is this structure, like we call it 走之儿. It looks like a 之, the word 之, so with a little bit of zigzag and with the top of a dot there. That means walking, something related to walk. 走 is our walking. So that's our walking meaning maker. And this is the sound maker. By itself, it sounds like 扁. Also, it means flat, like flattened as 扁, but it's a sound. It transformed into 变 here. So altogether, it means you're walking in all directions. So it's like your footprint covers everywhere. So that means all over for us. 变. 野. It is also left and right structure. Yeah, on the left here is the meaning maker. It means the field. You can kind of see, right? This gray field thing. So if we break it down further, the top portion is field, because in ancient Chinese agricultural society, families have their family farm or field cut into squares. Like they literally cut it into smaller pieces for family, different families. So that's tian on the top. On the bottom is tu, is simply means soil, earth. So altogether, we have this farms, rectangular farms, and earth or soil with it. So that simply means it's not in the city, it's out there on the farm or in the field. And the right part is the sound maker. By itself, right now, it sounds like a yu, means give, but I guess the sound transformed. Now it's ye. So altogether, it means ye. This word original meaning is not in the town, it's not in the city, it's out there in the field. The field could be farm field, or it could be wilderness, like unfarmed land. And here we just use field to express it. And because it's outside the city, it kind of represents kind of unknown, something not contained, not, by human, like not a lot of presence of human activities. So it's something out there. So the word eventually also mean like wilderness and even barbarian. Like we use 野人, ren, the word. So if this is 野人, means it's uncivilized person. It's not like, it doesn't speak your language, doesn't behave your way. It's totally like, you're also kind of, there's a kind of a judgment, like caveman, like kind of, a little Chinese culture in the back then, it's kind of having their sense of superiority. Like they have the best culture in the world. Everybody else is considered, it's like below them. It's not as cultured as them. Okay, but in this context, it means battlefield. It's wilderness out there as a battleground, a battlefield background. And we have many, because Chinese, we don't have plural forms, right? So here is actually corpses, bodies. You can just picture that of like many after a battle, and then many bodies spread out all over the field, lying flat. I hate to do this, but this is part of language, part of life, part of history. It's what we got from the past. And I don't know how to use one word to capture the imagery created for me in my mind. 尸横遍野, it's simply battlefield. And I call it bloodshed. That means many people lost their lives in this one event. And here I got a contemporary artist, like a kind of sculptural studio. They created some visual arts, 3D sculptures to tell story, right? So this is their rendering or vision of a fighter back then. I mean, you can see it's like well-dressed. I mean, everything is clean, nice, even if there are places that to make it looks like, dusty, earthy, but still like this is a well-equipped horse with a head mask protected, with a spine protected. And then this warrior have this long spear looking thing. So I guess that's the main weapon back then, and also that's his gear of protection, kind of body armor to protect. So this is the imagination of contemporary people's idea of how the warriors back then were equipped going to war. And this is not just a foot soldier, it's somebody on a horse. So it's kind of higher rank, kind of leader to a certain rank that can fight on a horse. And well, I don't know much about war and the horse back then, But we do have a phrase called 金戈铁马. 金戈 is talking about this. So it's 金 means, I guess it's not a gold here because gold is not hard, right? It's mushy, malleable. But this is 金 simply means it's a metal. So metal, 戈 is kind of the spear weapon, and 铁马. So this is the 铁马. So it's a armored horse. I don't know. I can only imagine like people, men, going to war, like the psyche, the impact on men and on the horse as well. Like this horse must be specially trained to be in the battlefield and not to be scared by all that killing and the sound and the motions in the battlefield, and know like exactly how to maneuver and to be out of danger or to attack, to go up close to your enemy. So I can only imagine, have lots of respects to warriors back then. And yeah, this is part of history. Like in modern wars, we don't fight like that on a horse anymore. But this is like probably not that distant image of war. That's pure blood-based activity. Like you kill or get killed, and a lot of bloodshed, bleeding, death involved. It's really, really human lives heavy activity. So that's the heavy topic of today. I don't even know how to close it, but I hope it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. We all enjoy peace. And if there are conflicts, we find a way, non-human bleeding involving way to get it resolved. I hope by this 2021, we have enough wisdom and tools on our side to really resolve difference, besides having this vision of bloodshed, many lives sacrificed situation. That's really tough. I hope you learned this phrase, and I hope this phrase no longer have to be in use ever. Hope you have a good day.